Here we are again. Me and you against the world. What a world it is. It took serious modifications to my body to survive in Brainiac's frozen wasteland. As for my mind, Dr. Frias always has a plan. But I couldn't plan our way out of this one. Time and time again, I refused to join Amanda Waller and her task force. All the evidence suggested my involvement would do little to save the world. But I could save our world. Eventually, the calls stopped coming, and we were alone. Until now. I received a communication from another Waller, another dimension, another chance. This Waller seems different, more calculating. Her task force sounds marginally more competent. They've already begun a counterattack against Brainiac. But as always with Waller, there was a deal to be made. Her world's greatest scientific minds working on a cure. For my assistance in recovering the Flash. Send a scientist to find a scientist, I said logic. If her people can reach us, it'll prove their capabilities. And if they can't, it's still me and you against the world. Nora.
Come on, Sharko, it's one frozen lady. How hard can it be?
Kid, get down here.
Victoria Frias, I presume.
Amanda Waller. So tell me again about the partner benefits.
The deductibles are hell.
Whoa! Like a giant collectible! She's in mint condition! BNIB!
Nora has undergone vitrification. She is not an action figure.
I think they are bonding.
Shark, we didn't go through all that to make friends. We need her tech to win the war.
Statistically, it's extremely unlikely you can stop Brainiac.
Come on. I thought you'd be up for taking the long shot, no matter the cost.
Oh, tingly.
These are your world's finest scientific minds? What happened here?
I am more of a hobbyist, but I would also be happy to assist.
And you get to hang out with us while your Sheila's defrosting. No offense.
I'll be frank, Dr. Frias. You want Task Force X to take you and your wife back to the Ice Age. Fine. But you know a better offer isn't coming. For either of you.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Name your price.
There might be a teeny nanite bomb in your head, Claus.
Do it. For Nora. No matter the cost.
Good for them. Cute couple. You got strong and you got silent.
I eliminate Brainiac from the multiverse, and you fulfill your end of the deal. Yes?
First, a little downtime, Doctor. Luther has some files on metahuman tissue regeneration that I'd like an expert opinion on.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll look after her. Does she like store brand or name brand? I've got protein bars.
Bring me the Flash. Kill Brainiac, but bring me the Flash.
He may be somewhat disoriented when you find him, so handle him with care.
You heard the doctor. With care.
burned too bright.
How does he do it? It's psychopathy.
Trifling rebellion. You earthlings. Too weak, too little, too late.
Target spotted ahead. We should investigate.
Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. All right, good enough for me.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios.
This one's a drop and stop. Defense is returning!
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
Heaving it breeze!
Afraid by my own element.
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. Give these a moment. The end result may shock you.
Targeted for innovation.
Don't worry, honey. Just keep trying. You'll land on something. Aw, we all go through phases, Brainiac. We'll help you outgrow this one, too.
Let's consider the other side of the equation now.
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Even I make room for the more useful classics. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you?
Explosions all around.
Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element. Even you four can appreciate such brutal simplicity. one should always try to begin with proven theory.
Let's share my umbrella.
Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler. And much smaller. A little quick preparation first. A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes.
Here comes the touchdown.
A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes.
Resources are dwindling.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. I tried to research this move of the Kryptonians. You Earthlings are disgusting. I made changes. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios.
The ticking comes before the boom.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
Mathematical.
Explosions all around.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Don't worry, I'll have this done in a language playthrough.
Current target.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks, especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you. Not much variation here, but there is potential. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one.
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. And yet you foolishly persist, for days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with these? You might think wind would be less combustible, and yet... I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now. Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them. Right, once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances. Dark and Harley Quinn.
Hold on, my system's not adjusting.
If you have feedback on the swing compared to the throw, I'd hate to hear it. Not to worry, I spiced things up just for you, dear squad. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience it. This data is beginning to give diminishing returns.
Wow, I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.